Get some donations in here while they're getting set up for Symphony of the Night. Mr. Super Tall gives $100. Is it summer games done quick already? Got to donate to a good cause. $50 from Heligella. Good luck to all the runners. An anonymous $25 donation. Let the demon chocobo reign for all eternity. $10 from Tilk25. Greetings from Poland. Best luck to all the runners and save the animals. $11.11 from Victor Vlaai. Greetings from the Netherlands. Great job hit there at SGDQ. Hope everyone's having fun. $111 from Elegant Fugue. Wow, what a finish. Congrats and good work, romscout. I was completely certain you were going to die there, but you pulled off a final shot worthy of any action movie. $50 from Sam T. Had to donate for romscout's 20 HP finish on Dawn of Sorrow. Amazing job. Thanks to all the volunteers and runners for supporting this incredibly important cause. $37.31 from DJ Per2. Awesome Aria of Sorrow finish. $50 from Roxas. That menace fight had me screaming. My friends had to check to make sure I was okay. Also, how can you not save the animals? Get Good Podcast gives $50 for that clutch finish by romscout. SMA Man gives $50, says, congrats on beating some crazy odds, romscout. Let's hope this donation does the same, giving some extra health up potions to the parts of the world that need it most. So, of course, save the animals. We have $50 from Carnifex. More Alice hype. 25 to save the animals, 25 to name Tara Alice. We have a donation of $205.54 from Curiosity. My planned donation after ordering shirts and a little Alice-themed extra. Tristram Wolf gives $55.40. Alice really did have the right idea, and I love how she's inspired this community to donate whatever they can. Put this towards naming Tara Alice. And just wanted to give a heads up to a couple of donation incentives that could use a little help as we're getting ready for Symphony of the Night blindfolded. Jumper 2, any percent, for playing the 10 special stages is at $402 out of $5,000. And that one is coming up in just a few hours, so it could use a little help there. Also, Momodora Reverie Under the Moonlight, any percent insane one-handed is at $1,300 out of $5,000. So if we want to get that one-handed run, if we want to get the controller cam for the one-handed run, you need to get donations in now. We have $55.40 from Balrathamir. Just moved to Vegas, and instead of gambling the money, I'll donate it here instead. Save the animals. Dillo donates $25. My second donation this SGDQ to help Doctors Without Borders, which of course allows doctors to ignore loading zones and clip out of bounds to continue helping save frames around the world. That's what this is for, right? Either way, have some money. $10 from White Tempest. If Alice can donate, so can I. Also, my girlfriend would kill me if I didn't save the animals. Tatro donates $55.54. Thank you for another wonderful event, and to Alice for the inspiring donation. $100 from Karnak. SGDQ rocks. 3rd year watching and managed to save money to donate even though unemployed at the moment. Great games. My donation goes toward that sweet, sweet Aladdin duet. We have $100 from Kelchan Ferret. First time catching a live Games Done Quick and first time donating. So glad that we're donating to another great charity, especially Doctors Without Borders. Have $50 towards ninja riding on an invisible bike on Trials Fusion, and of course, $50 to save the animals. $20 from Satorayu. How bad can Symphony of the Night be blindfolded? Alucard is always looking backwards anyway. Good luck, romscout, and all runners this week. $50 from Slang and Rocks. First time donating, can't wait for Mario Maker, Tetris Grandmaster, Symphony of the Night Blindfolded, and all the old games I've never played before. We have a $50 donation that's anonymous. It just says, save the animals, they're cute. M3 Phyllis, Mephilis, donates $20, says, hey everyone, you're doing a great job. Long-time watcher, now 3rd time donating. It's awesome to hear how people are donating because a little girl cracks her piggy bank. Please let the mysterious voice decide where my money goes. You're awesome, like any one of you at GDQ. Keep going. Well, thanks for that. We have another $50 donation. Hello, everyone. Nicholas here from Swedish Mealtime. A great speedrun snack is a jar full of glorious mayonnaise. It'll give you the strength to ignore the pesky animals. Keep it up, runners and donators. It's good for you. $55.40 from The Voices in My Head. Not my head, that's the actual donator's name. 10 times Alice for Alice 10 times over. If a child can donate, then everyone else should. Toss in something. Okay. And one last comment before we get started here. We have $1,000 from Fangamer. Just wanted to give a shout out to our buddy romscout. Great job on Dawn of Sorrow's final boss, and good luck with Symphony of the Night. Fangamer is cheering you on.
All right. So I'm going to be playing through Castlevania Symphony of the Night blindfolded. It's pretty easy, but it might take a while. It's actually not that easy. I'll probably be commentating like not at all. These guys over here will, though. Can you introduce yourself over there? I think Puexel, Mecha.
Yeah, I'm Mecha that he's pointing at right now.
Yeah, and I'm Puexel.
Okay. Am I on... I'm just going to go back a screen. I am on the file select screen now, right? Now?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm on the first slot. This is the only time we'll ever ask for verification of these things. The actual file name is important because we're starting in luck mode. But after we beat the file name boss, I will not be getting any help from them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
That looks good to me.
Yep.
All right. Well.
This is a very specific code.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, this is a password that does what's called luck mode. I mean, the main effect of it is that it sets your luck stat to 99, but in this case, it also reduces your starting HP from 100 to 25, and that's why he's doing it in order to
that's definitely why.
Yeah.
In order to make he wants to make it harder, but yeah, that's also part of a very specific skip he's going to be doing pretty early in the run too.
All right. So I guess I'm good. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so before he actually fights Dracula here, he's going to be collecting some extra hearts in order to give him enough hearts to do up to 3 Hydro Storms if he needs it.
Yeah, the main reason why he's doing this is he needs to, he wants to get 45 hearts so he can run out all his heart count, and that will give him an item called Heart Refresh, which is very significant for later on in the game.
Because there are a few things that can happen during the intro fight that affect how Alucard starts the main game, and in this case, like Mecha just said, yeah, ending the fight with 0 hearts will make you start with a Heart Refresh, which, in addition to giving you hearts, also has some other fun effects. Nice. So he just did a glitch with the holy water there where he was able to hit him, I believe, on every frame as part of it.
Yeah, so now his hearts are at 0, so he will get that heart refresh
Yeah.
he needs for the run.
I mean, in a normal run, he'd use like air dashes to kill Dracula if he missed the quick kill, but just because he doesn't know where he is because of his teleports, he wanted that extra Hydro Storm.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's doing a technique called shield dashing there, which is where he does a backdash and then cancels the recovery from when you backdash by raising his shield, and if he just mashes that in a really specific rhythm, he can just move really fast. In a normal run, you'd be doing that pretty much constantly, but since in blindfolded, just because he doesn't have a ton of control over how fast he moves, he's only going to be using that in specific situations.
Yeah, he's just swiping like this because the wargs, they spawn in a very specific spot, so he knows where they're at. The zombies, on the other hand, are random, so he's just kind of slashing at them and hoping he gets through.
And then for these first couple rooms, he's mostly using audio cues to tell where he is, too, between the lightning that's in some of the rooms and then like the sound of that wall breaking there.
What he's doing there in the menu with those items is he has a very specific order of where he puts items at, and items he doesn't need, he just moves them down a page down so he doesn't accidentally grab them later on.
And his movement is really important in this room here, too, because of setting up a pretty important skip coming up here. And there we go. Yeah. So that's what's called the death skip, which is where you, like the name implies, you skip the cutscene with death, where he steals all of your OP equipment that you start the game with. And in a normal run, he'd be using a pretty different setup for it. This is kind of the oldest known one, because it's abusing what's called a big toss, which is where if you get hit and lose over half of your max HP in one hit, you just get sent flying like that. And then getting that here is only possible in luck mode because of starting with the reduced health, and that's also why he took off armor.
And the jump over that gap is really scary because if he misses that jump, he can soft lock the game.
Yeah, because he'd fall back into Death's room after having skipped that cutscene.
Yeah, and it's like trying to activate the cutscene because you skipped over it, but it doesn't. It just, for whatever reason, it just like keeps respawning you in that room, like above it, so you're just permanently stuck.
And then when he's doing this platforming here too, he's listening to the sound of Alucard landing from jumps too.
Yeah, all of Alucard's jumps, depending on the height, have a very specific noise to them. Nice. Those first two drops, you got the short sword and the red rust, those are guaranteed drops from those two enemies. So he's always expecting those to drop.
That is also a side effect of luck mode too, is that he's going to be getting a lot more random drops, and that's one of the pretty surprisingly challenging things about playing this game blindfolded is the menuing, as far as staying on top of where everything is. But yeah, like Mecha said earlier, he's doing a lot of just page scrolls basically as part of the menuing to simplify it.
That one doesn't matter. Because I already have it.
Yeah. So yeah, if he gets any short swords or red rusts, they'll just get grouped together with the ones that he picked up in the entry hall.
Okay, there he is. Nice play, guy. Hello?
That was interesting.
Okay. There we go. All right, I'm fine.
Yeah, so this is the benefit of being able to do blindfold in the first place. Is there's so many noises you can listen for, sound cues, whatnot, and enemies that you know they're going to be there.
That drop also doesn't matter. This guy is playing well, though. Okay.
Yeah, that's the downside of playing in luck mode. You're going to get a lot of drops with your high luck rate.
And then the low HP isn't too big of a deal at this point, just because he's got all of the end game equipment still. So most of the enemies are going to do 1 damage to him, but that'll change as he gets deeper into the game.
He also didn't grab the Cubozoe just so he doesn't accidentally grab sub-weapons from the candles, because they're not really necessary in this run.
Yeah, he does have a chance to especially get axes as drops from the axe knights,
Yeah.
but if that happens, it might kind of throw off some of the fighting he does a little bit if he throws an axe instead of swinging his sword, but it's not too big a deal. You also
Well, unless it overrides a sound effect I really need. Because that does happen.
Yeah, the spittle bones can cause problems too, because they'll poison you, and it lasts for, I don't remember exactly how long it is. I think it's a minute, so it's pretty inconvenient.
Yeah, he just did the summon spirit spell there, which is it's a bit of randomness, I think, as far as what the spirits do exactly. But he can, as long as he can do the inputs, which isn't necessarily a given, it's pretty reliable for killing some of these enemies. And you're going to be seeing a lot of him ducking after he makes jumps too, just to have better control over how far he's jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it allows him to turn around when he's ducking, and he doesn't like move forward or anything.
And he's just stopping to kill these spittle bones here, so he doesn't have to worry about poison.
And something funny I actually learned about this game before, or just doing blindfolded rather. If you attack, if you duck after that, you actually can't turn around until you move or jump again. So you'll see me sometimes randomly jump after attacking, and that's just to be able to turn around.
And the backdash is a fixed length of distance too. So if he does that without canceling it with the shield, he can just kind of count the number of backdashes in order to move a predetermined amount of distance.
So if I don't get the quick kill on these guys, there's just a lot of improv here. This will probably look really silly.
Nice.
Nice.
And in a normal any percent run, you'd be skipping the HP ups after boss kills, but he's going to get all of them in this run just for safety.
I hope that's the last one. I kind of lost count for some reason. Okay, that might be the Basilard, so we actually have to move it down. I did go down one, right? Yeah, okay. The other thing it could be is like the cloth tunic, which doesn't matter at all because I'm not going into my armor slot anymore.
Yeah, throughout this run, he is counted for any drop he can get. So if he doesn't know what it actually is, he won't know. He'll move it down in the weapon slot anyway, and depending on what else it could be an accessory too. He'll do the same thing there.
That's probably an axe, I'll confirm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so he's just because of the randomness with drops, he just has to account for every possibility to avoid to make sure he's always on top of what's in the item slots that he needs to use in the remainder of the run.
So something that's really nice in this section is I get to shield dash a lot more because it's kind of just like straightaways mostly. And something that's actually really useful if you're shield dashing at a fast speed is that through screen transitions there will be a slight pause that you notice, so you'll know when you hit a screen transition. Oh, nice axe. All right. Okay. I could use one here, actually. Of course, I wouldn't have one here. And I'm not actually counting backdashes here. I only do that when I do single backdashes. So all of this is just kind of like me ballpark guessing where things are based on playing the game before.
He's played it a few times. So he's almost to the outer wall, which has a bit of randomness to it as far as the weather outside. I mean, in a normal run, that means nothing, but in blindfolded, he wants to avoid rain because that messes with his audio cues.
Ooh,
yeah, and
nice hit.
It changes every 15 seconds, I believe.
Okay. Good play, Stone Rose. Actually, I don't care that there's rain here. I'm going anyway.
And then there he grabbed the Zircon, not because he actually wants it, but just because he's going to be getting the Garnet, I think.
Garnet, yeah.
Out of the urn in the screen above, but there's a chance he might mess it up and then get the Zircon urn instead. So he's just getting it now so that he'll know from the sounds if he got the right urn or not.
So a nice thing about the rain, it kind of goes both ways. One, you can't hear your landing sounds at all, so that kind of sucks. But beyond that, you actually, when you go inside, you like know where you are better because it actually puts the thing very faintly in the background. So I can locate some positions better with rain, but most of them outside, it's not beneficial. This boss is funny.
Yeah. Yeah, the Doppelganger 10 has very reactionary-based AI. And you'll see that in action very soon. And there we go.
Yeah, like as Boixel was saying, he'll do things in a very specific way based on what you do. So if you hold your shield up, he's gonna throw a dagger at you, and like if you jump at him, he's gonna jump at you. But there's a lot of pattern-based stuff he'll do based on what you do.
And so he's just ditching the Gladius there.
Yeah, sometimes he'll enter an area and leave. That's just to reset his position.
Okay, no drops from them. That's the one I worry about the most, because they can drop a talisman, which is in the accessory slot, which will be worrisome for a glitch I have to do later if I mess up the menus. This is really intense, because Medusa heads are really random, so I will have kind of a setup here, but I have to act very quickly, otherwise, and commit to everything I'm doing, otherwise I'm just not making it through this. And I might not make it anyway, if Medusa heads feel like it. Okay, I should be good so far. Yeah, okay. Wow, no Medusa heads there?
Yeah, that was
crazy.
Crazy luck.
Yeah. Okay, so now that he has the wolf soul, the next order of business is to get the garnet, which is a sellable jewel.
And you can hear thunks pretty well. So sometimes
Yeah.
if I'll know if I miss a jump because of the thunk sound. Nice.
Nice,
Very
first try.
And honestly, I have no good strategy for that. That's just muscle memory from speedrunning that I carried over to do that.
Yeah, and like we said earlier too, if he'd have missed the jump for the garnet and fallen back down, because breaking the urn that had the zircon in it would make the same sound effect, he just got that earlier so that then he wouldn't hear the item collection sound, and he'd know that he missed it.
So fun thing, the statue that's open and closed every minute in the clock room coming up, I have no idea if it's going to actually be open or closed because I'm not looking at a timer. So that should be a table, right? Yeah. I have no idea if it's going to be open or closed. So I'm going to be attempting to skip, and then I may just not have a chance to actually hit it, but I will try anyway until it works. Usually if I miss it like 4 or 5 times, though, I can tell like it definitely doesn't exist. So I can know to chill until the statue opens.
Yeah, because there is a sound of accompanying the statue moving.
Yeah, but the statue opening and closing is actually the same sound. So that's part of what makes it a little difficult to gauge this room well. Wow, you dodged the axe. What a pro. Okay. Let's hope it's open. Nice. So that's another setup that's just carried over from speedrunning.
Yeah.
It's not like I did anything special there to position myself. I was just kind of like going off of having done it before.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky as far. I mean, it's not luck. I mean, it's based on the in-game timer, but it's effectively random for this as far as when he gets here. Like when he was practicing last night, I saw him get in, and then the statue closed immediately after he entered the room, so he had to wait out a while before it opened again.
Okay. And I'm going to slash to my right just to confirm there's a breakable wall there. So now I'm exactly where I think I am.
The next area here is actually pretty scary because if you miss one of these jumps, he falls pretty far down.
Mm-hmm.
These jumps are really dumb too.
Yeah. Yeah, these ones he has to inch forward just a little bit, otherwise he's going to miss that jump.
Guy? Okay. Walking forward makes these guys jump over you, so this part's a lot easier than it should be.
Ironically enough, you backdash it, they show you what's up.
I didn't hear the landing sound there, but I'm just going to assume I went far enough to... Yeah, okay. Okay, this is going to be bad. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, if like the specials don't hit him, then I have no idea where he is, and it can get rough.
Yeah, and they stand there for a few seconds because their AI is supposed to start after the cutscene's over, but you can skip the cutscene, so they sit there for a few seconds, so he has time to...
Okay, if you don't shield dash over that switch fast enough, it'll activate the elevator, and you actually fall down a long way. So it's really important. You have to shield dash a certain speed. And also, this next room is really scary for a similar reason. I'm going to try and get the shield rod, but it will require a damage boost. So I actually have to shield dash a certain pace to get the damage boost correctly. And then also, I have to jump right when I land. Otherwise, I might get knocked all over. I also have to cast Soul Steal, which isn't trivial. Oh god.
Nice.
I think I got it. Okay. Should be good? Okay.
Yeah. So the shield rod lets him do various types of special attacks or buffs based on what kind of shield he has equipped, and the special you get if you have the Alucard shield is just ridiculous.
Just to confirm, I didn't get a drop there, and this is the shield rod. I'm going to shoot a Gradius shield, which has a very unique sound. It's also really cute. They block projectiles, too. They're not entirely useless. Ooh, that didn't sound right. Okay, we'll just reset the room. I usually expect the books to be in a certain position when I attempt that. Okay. There we go.
Yeah, so for whatever reason, when you transform and untransform, if you're in the air, you can jump kick down. I'm not sure why they gave you that ability. So that's how he was able to do that jump kick in the clock room.
Okay, so I might just hit the lottery here and get a lot of drops. I expect that because I'm being really lazy with this room. I didn't hear anything. I'm gonna do an item check later just to make sure, but I might be okay.
But yeah, that's the shield rod plus Alucard shield in action. If he holds the shield out and touches stuff, it not only does tons of damage, but also heals him.
This is every boss, by the way, from now on. And actually, Mecha, I know you're gonna try and remind me, but this health despawns if you let it sit there. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, sometimes sometimes that happens. There's one in somewhere in an inverted castle that will just randomly despawn for no reason, or it can spawn in an area that it's not supposed to at all, which
Okay.
I don't know.
This mistgate coming up has given me a lot of trouble, but the strat to actually get through it for me is just switch from the D-pad to the stick for this one instance. I'm not sure why that works. But yeah, if that gate rejects you, then you lose a lot of MP, and it's like just really bad. Okay, I have to be careful with my MP because until I get a glitch coming up that lets me have like infinite mana prisms, I only have so many wing smashes I can do. So I'm going to be very selective and probably a little safe on sitting there to refill MP sometimes, just so I know exactly where I am. Because there's no good audio cues down here, really. There's no like enemies down here anymore if you kill that first one, and keeping them there is more trouble than it's worth. So yeah, I'm trying to get to a corner over here, and then do a wing smash to the left. Probably dick around with some fleamen for a little bit, and then go back to the save. Oh, I don't have enough MP to do anything, do I? Okay, they're out of the range, so hope they're here. I didn't hear the shield rod spell go away yet. Okay, that's good. That guy was triggered and moved back, so I know what room I'm in now. I'll cast the shield rod spell in the next room just for safety. That was a drop, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Whatever, we'll refill this first, then deal with possible drop. Alright, what do we have to do here? So let's reset. It would be down... No, it would replace the shield rod, so it would be there. It's a high potion, I think. Okay. And I don't have more, so that should be fine for the rest of the run. Just having this. This shield rod. Cool. Alright, let's save.
So he mentioned he had to reactivate the shield rod. The shield rod, it's on a timer, but it's only when the shield is held out, and I believe you said it was 72
Yeah, but
seconds.
also if you run out of MP, it just goes away,
Yeah, that
which
too.
is what I was accounting for. Cool, alright.
He just did a trick right there, by the way, called Infinite Wing Smash, where he just basically he does the inputs for the Wing Smash before he finishes the first one, and then that lets him just keep chaining them together without untransforming.
Yeah, it's not an incredibly tight window to pull it off, but I am relying entirely on my execution to do it a lot of the time when I'm in bat form. So it can get really scary if I miss one, especially in the second castle where just everything will kill you, basically.
Yeah, there's no audio cue if you miss it.
Okay, so you got the fairy card there, which is an ingredient for a item duplication glitch he's going to be doing in a bit. And then flew over those other items to avoid having to deal with menuing.
Your word, it...
So this is the glitch here. He basically used the fairy to gain the ability to open the menu when he's already in the shop.
This is bad. Wait, I'm in the menu, aren't I? Uh-oh. No, I'm not. I'm in the buy menu or something. Huh. It's really weird. This isn't...
Farewell for now.
I think I should be fine. I think I can still pause.
I'm interested in this.
No, I can't. Alright, looks like I have to reload. I'm not sure what happened there. That's alright, we just have to re-grab the fairy card. Not that big of a trek.
Yeah, so basically what he was doing there was he grabbed the fairy, and when you first use the fairy, she has some dialogue where I don't even remember what she says, but if you interrupt it by going into the library for the first time, it actually acts the same way as one of the old tricks called Sword Brothers glitch, where it allows you to pause while you're in the shop. And essentially what he's going to be doing is equipping the garnet while it's available to sell in the shop. And since he already has it equipped, you can't sell that particular one, but it gives you the option to regardless. So what's going to happen is he's selling something he doesn't have, and it just subtracts it by 0. So instead of, it's basically underflowing it to 255.
Yeah, it's a fairly common thing in especially RPGs as far as turning subtracting a quantity from 0 basically, and then that causing the quantity to wrap around to the highest possible value the game can process, which in this case would be 255. So then he's able to sell, well, he's not going to sell all 255 because he doesn't need that much, but he's going to be selling enough in order to afford primarily the duplicator, which is a accessory that lets him have infinite consumable items, like especially mana.
Thank you for giving.
I don't understand why this is. Oh, I'm a. Cool.
I'm interested in this.
Okay. So we're at the top one, I think. So it should be
I'm
here.
interested in this.
Okay.
Thank you.
I hope this is correct.
I'm interested in this.
Huh. Something get dropped there and I didn't notice it? That's bad.
Farewell for now.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going wrong right now. Or why my menus are screwing up. Usually if there's an issue, it's gonna be in the library. I guess I will just do a quick confirmation that everything is in the slots I think it would be. So right now, this should be a zircon, this should be a garnet. There should be nothing there, other than the lapis lazuli, I guess, that I just switched. This is really weird for me. I will get through this part, though. I'll save after I get the fairy card this time, just in case. I guess we just wing smash here since we're gonna just use the save anyway. I'm gonna do an overly elaborate setup to get back to the save with that. What? Okay, this is bad. Huh. This is really bad. I don't know why this is happening. Okay, that's fine. Well, there's always something that happens in these runs. I never know what it's going to be that trips me up, but it's usually in the library, and it's usually something to do with item drops, but I never expect it to be gems, actually. Oh, jeez. Hi. Okay, we'll just go back to the shop and figure this out. Because the only thing I could think of would be if I somehow am not on the first slot, I guess, with this menu. So I guess we'll go down here and make sure it's the Alucard sword. Okay, it is. So, yeah, I don't actually know what it would be then. Something is consistently messing up with this menu, which is kind of worrying.
Fortunately, once he's past this glitch, the menuing for the rest of the run is fairly straightforward. And drops don't really matter anymore.
Now you get yours. Or just not, okay.
Thank you for giving.
It's
Okay.
been a long time, old one.
What? That shouldn't happen. Why did the cutscene start when I push start?
I'm interested in this.
Okay, we'll just do the thing I normally do. Let's... Okay, well, let's hope this sells it.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Nope. That's really bad. Well, you know what we'll do? I think it's like 19,000 per cycle if we sell the zircon.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
This is not even the right menu. Okay.
I'm interested in this.
That's the buy menu.
Thank you.
Okay. 'Cause that was the Jewel of Open.
I'm interested in this.
This has to be the... No, Sell Gem's the second one. Okay, I really have to, like, think for a second, like, what could be going on here. It's definitely buy item, then sell gem is the second one. And 4 down's definitely the garnet. And I definitely got the garnet, because I heard that.
Thank you.
I'm interested in this.
Wait, what? Was that a thing? No. Why do I have, like, a finite number of these?
I'm interested in this.
I'm like utterly confused. I might need to take a break to actually see what's going on. This is like really bad.
I'm interested in this.
What? Okay. I have no idea what's going on right now. Let's just, whatever this menu is. Whatever this menu is, we'll just do this for a while. What? I must have a lot of money right now, right? Like, what is going on? Okay. Okay, you can spoil this one, commentators. Where am I right now?
You're in the enemy list.
I'm interested in this.
But that's the buy list, right?
You're in the buy list now, yeah.
And this is sell gem.
Yep.
I'm interested in this.
Why is there no garnet?
I'm interested in this.
But, I mean, do you want it spoiled or?
Maybe. Hold on. Let's just do buy
I'm
one more
interested
time
in this.
and get the mana prism.
Thank you.
I had money?
Farewell for now.
Okay, well, let's see what happens. Duplicator could be here. It could also be here or here if it exists. So we'll just... Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't have duplicator on, but I bought something. Owl card, okay. Yeah, okay, I need it spoiled.
I mean, what went wrong was that you equipped the heart refresh instead of the garnet.
Oh. So what menu was I on to start? Oh my goodness.
You were all over the place.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you spent a fair amount of time in the tactics menu, and then
Yeah. I wasn't
Okay.
sure if you're just.
Let's make sure. Am I on the first slot right now?
yeah, the left hand, or the
left hand.
the first hand, the one that has the shield rod.
If I do this, then I'm in the bottom slot,
Yep.
and the garnet should be right here.
Yep.
I'm just absolutely baffled because I was just following my muscle memory for this, but okay. For this one instance, you can. Did the game shut off? I don't hear anything right now.
The game's still running. You're still moving.
Oh right, okay. I forgot I'm in the save room. That was my bad. I'm freaking out about literally everything right now. But you can spoil for me on this one shop glitch what is
Okay.
going on because we just need to get through this, and then everything after that's smooth sailing. I am really confused right now. Well, this is one of the many moments that's happened at these, but I can say this has never happened before. It's pretty incredible.
Much as I've seen you practices, that was definitely a first.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this just like step by step so we can move on with our lives, but... Fairy card?
Yep.
First slot?
You have equip highlighted now.
Yeah, okay.
Your word.
Sell gem?
Yep.
I'm interested in this.
This must be where I screwed up. Garnet.
Yep.
What? Equip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Garnet?
No, you're on the Alucard shield.
Accessory slot yet?
Still Alucard shield.
You must have my controller.
Is this actually not working?
I see the light on the button.
Is it going anywhere on the menu?
No, nothing's happening. The game's not locked or anything. I can see the.
Are you telling me this button died during this run of all runs?
We'll find out if you can't open the map, but
Okay, you know what? We're not using this button anymore. All right, I'll figure out how to do this without this button. That is actually what went wrong. Okay,
Oh, okay.
great. Because you normally can use this button to switch the menu slot. So I was just doing muscle memory of hitting that once to go to the bottom slot. Okay.
Yeah, because then you equip the heart refresh instead of the garnet, and then.
Don't ever buy these controllers.
take it from me. I've had to buy tons of them.
Okay, so let's just walk through this glitch, and then after that, I will never use that button again, and we can still get through the run. Great. Okay. So we are now able to select the bottom slot.
You have familiars selected now.
Where the hell did I go? Okay.
You backed out of the equip menu.
Oh, okay. Now we're in equip.
You're on relics now. Up to.
Don't push L trigger.
Okay, equip.
What? The
Okay, you have shield rod selected.
okay.
Lapis lazuli. Garnet.
Okay.
Thank you.
That is amazing. Does the map come up?
Yeah.
What? now I'm even more confused. Okay, I give up. I just give up. Okay,
I'm interested in this.
we're making money. This controller even messed up this part. Great. Okay.
Yes, like we said a bit ago, he underflowed the number of garnets he has because he's glitched the game so that he can open his equip menu while he's in the shop.
Yeah, and he's gonna hopefully buy a
I'm
duplicator.
interested in this.
Mana prism,
Yep.
Thank you.
duplicator.
Yep.
Thank you. Farewell for now.
All right, now it's gonna be easy.
It should be duplicator.
Yep.
Now we have to back out because I have to go down manually. Okay. Now we should be. You said I unequipped Alucard shield though, right?
You do have the shield equipped right now.
Oh, I have it equipped.
Yeah.
Okay. So then in that case, this should be a mana prism,
Yep.
and this should be a heart refresh.
Yep.
That's Alucard sword.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we are video gaming again. I shouldn't need any more help, but I actually have no idea why the trigger button stopped working on the menu. So, whatever.
Because Soten.
Because
Yeah.
Soten.
That is incredible.
That was a strong
you
play by the
can't,
game.
You can't practice for that.
So anyway, okay, so now, the duplicator gives him infinite use of consumable items, basically. So that makes any limitations on MP go away now because he has unlimited mana prisms.
Okay, I must be down here already. Yeah. Alright. So the rest of the game should be pretty fast, theoretically. Okay, well, we'll just do it super safe, I guess. Medusa heads can still be scary here. Even though they should effectively be, like, a non-factor. If I don't act super quickly on all these next wing smashes, they pretty much will hit me, guaranteed. Okay, we should be good. That sounded like everything was correct. Yeah, we should be Clock Tower now. Clock Tower is really scary. Because if I miss, like, any wing smash, everything is wrong. That's pretty much the rest of the game, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, I think I made it to the next room. I hope I made it to the next room. Those harpies throwing knives is a really convenient visual cue. Nice axe. I forgot I had that. Did I say visual cue, by the way? You know what I meant.
His mind's eye.
Yeah. Ears are kind of like eyes.
Okay, so the Richter skip has a pretty interesting setup.
Oh, but that was a boss.
Yeah.
That was kind of a boss, yeah.
You couldn't tell because there's no music. 'cause it didn't load fast.
Mecha, feel free to explain this setup.
Oh, jeez.
Good luck. I'm gonna be too concentrated doing it.
So there's... I'm not even sure why it works because but basically what he's going to be doing is pull down a set of stairs, and I guess I'll explain it as he's doing it. He's basically got to line himself up with a pixel, and he's going to be jumping in between two screen transitions vertically, and he has to transform into Bat on one frame. He actually is going to use a heart refresh, so he has 2 frames he can do it on. And if he lands on that frame, something weird happens. Basically, like how the screen is locked right now, it will pull the screen down. So it essentially breaks a trigger for the fight with Richter, and it'll activate the cutscene instead. Since he won't know if he got it or not, there's actually a very very genius way to find out if he got it or not. He's going to wing smash into a corner. So
Okay, didn't get it.
So that one right there, if he would have got it, the trigger for the cutscene to allow him to skip it would actually show up there for whatever reason.
This being the cutscene you'd normally get after defeating Richter with the holy glasses.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to. That's what he's skipping, by the way. If it wasn't obvious, needing to get the gold and silver rings and the holy glasses in order to be able to get past Richter without killing him. because that triggers the bad ending.
Okay, I don't know how far off I'm from hitting it, but I feel I must be going early, if anything.
Yeah, you see he's doing all these very, they look like random jumps, but they're to set him up on the right pixel, because this is pixel perfect and frame perfect.
Okay. Just so we're not here forever, because I will hit this eventually, but I don't want eventually to be like an hour from now, so you're allowed to tell me if I'm late or early when I do it, but that's...
All right.
Of course, there is one cue I have to tell if it's a frame late, which is nice.
Yeah, if he's a frame late, the heart refresh won't actually activate. Because it pushed on the same frame as the screen transition.
Okay.
That was also really early.
That was also really early?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that was a frame late.
Yep. That was 2 frames late.
Oh.
That looks good.
Okay. Thank you for not having me stay here like a year.
Happy to be of service.
Okay. The last skip I shouldn't need
Yeah.
that assistance with.
All in the name of skipping you.
It's all good.
I would say second castle should be smoother, but we know that's probably not going to be the case.
Yeah.
Soden's been playing pretty well today.
Yeah, essentially he's going to be going to the reverse clock room then.
Yeah, I mean, there's much less stuff. I mean, there's pretty much nothing that he actually has to do in the second castle. I mean, well, you're supposed to get 5 Dracula relics to gain access to the final boss, but we're going to be skipping all
It's
of that.
more of a guideline than anything.
Yeah. So he just needs to make his way to the clock room, and then he's going to do an out-of-bounds clip in order to skip needing the Dracula relics.
What? I must not have hit a wing smash. There we go. So it's really easy to tell if I never had a wing smash in the first place, but if I just miss one in the middle of a chain, like, I don't have a very good cue other than I'm dying, probably. Like, this is a pretty long chain I have to do right here. And there's going to be at least one level up in the middle of it, and that resets your inputs. So I'm going to have to reset my wing smash there and hope I can keep it going. All right, seems like I got it.
I
So
believe the screen transitions do the same thing too.
yes, they do. So I do have to kind of have a pretty consistent, I guess you'd call it pacing for my wing smashes, so I know kind of when I hit a screen transition.
Yeah, even though he still has the some of the best equipment, the defense, since he's very underleveled. Yeah, that was also a boss.
I'm going to reset my shield rod spell just in case for the rest of the game.
So yeah, some of these enemies are still very scary because since he's still underleveled, they can do a lot of damage. So a couple of these rooms could be pretty frightening.
Okay, this one I missed on purpose. It's just for exact positioning. So it wasn't actually intended to be a chain. This one, though, I have to do a chain and then actually abuse the physics off the ceiling perfectly. Otherwise, I'm probably going to have no idea where I am. So I'm just relying on speedrunning muscle memory to spawn a sniper here. Okay, I heard sniper spawn, so we should be good. Hello? Now you get yours. Okay.
That's the inputs I'm familiar with.
So I knew to cancel the Hellfire with down because that was a very unique sound for Hellfire. But yeah, normally like you're just stuck in an animation for a very long time if you don't duck out of it.
I'm excited for the Dark Metamorphosis.
Yeah, that's a pretty
Nobody
clutch
knows
one.
how to do the input, but it just randomly happens.
Oh,
Yes!
okay. Funny thing about this wing smash I'm about to do, you actually have to backdash into the wall to clip into it a tiny bit. Otherwise, I would bonk into the ledge right in front of me if I wing smashed upward here instead of going into the room to the left. It's really weird, just like the physics things you learn trying to do this. Dark Metamorphosis. Okay. I'm gonna just soul steal a lot because everything here is really dangerous and random.
Can we do 4?
Somehow, oh, an imp did get me. I was like, somehow no imp got me there. But oh, he had his. All right, here we go.
So
He had his time in the spotlight.
So funny thing with Imp is, like when he grabs you, he makes you constantly use whatever you got equipped. If you got heart refreshers on, you're gonna have problems.
Okay, should be all right.
So a lot of the enemies in the reverse Coliseum can kill
Okay, I
him in
think
like
I made
2
it
or
all
3
the way.
hits.
If I hear a thunk here, I know I made it. Oh God. Now. Okay. Nothing's killing me yet. So theoretically, I should be on the bottom. I'll just assume I am, because there's no good audio cues down at the bottom there. Oh God.
No, stop doing that. I was joking
Wait,
about the Dark
I'm
Metamorphosis.
already in the Azagal room, so I can head out of here, probably.
He does a lot of damage, so
like 60 to 70 per hit.
yeah, it's a lot.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume I am in safe zone now, hopefully. Because I didn't wing smash enough to get far into that room. Okay, we're just gonna go up here a little bit or something. That sounded correct. Okay, I should have made it through them all. Whew. This part of the game is really scary. Like, I'm just dead if I get caught by enemies, pretty much.
Yeah, 2 or 3 hits from pretty much anything in this area, and he's dead. So, home stretch now.
I'm going super safe on this Azagal, just because it's really scary. Oh, there's the noise I needed. Okay.
Yeah, you load that room just to hear a specific enemy, just so he knows exactly where he's at.
All right, so all that's between him and the final bosses is that ceiling right there that normally you need the 5 Dracula relics to open.
Okay, good play, Wall.
He's going to do a potential damage boost right here. Not that one.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm not very far in the room if I'm there. Okay.
So we're going to be doing something here called reverse shift line. I'm not really sure how this works, but he basically opens up a shift line backwards or something like that. And when he goes into the room, it's going to put him on the opposite end of the room instead. And since he's in the wall, the way the game works is it's always going to push you down.
Yeah, I mean, the setup is based on backdashing and using a heart refresh at the same time, too, because I believe that scrolls the screen but doesn't scroll his coordinates properly.
And he transforms into a bat, and it keeps him up here, and he is wing smashing. It's just very, very slow because he's in the ceiling. And now he's in the save room above the clock room. So this is where he would need the 5 relics to actually get up here, but heart refresh is like a relic.
So that was why it was so important that he get that free heart refresh way back at the beginning of the game by ending the intro fight with 0 hearts.
I won't hit the heart refresh button. I've been doing that in practice a lot for some reason.
Yeah, because it just gets kind of instinctual to use mana prisms when you're doing wing smash chaining.
It's convenient to cutscene. Once you go above this room, it pulls you down automatically. And you can't see the damage he's doing because you need a relic for that, but it's
a lot.
255 every frame.
Time's coming up too.
Oh, because that matters. I'm sure this is a world record by far.
Thanks to Menu Boss, it could be.
And
Time.
Screw this control.
Time to retire another one. Good job, man.
Thanks. Thanks for the help, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten through that if I hadn't known my button broke.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that. I've never really seen that.
I mean, you brought up the map afterwards, so
Yeah.
That at least do them no harm.
it was dropping it, I guess, during the shop menu because something.
Maybe I just discovered memory corruption in this game, and in the Xbox version.
Yeah. Let's get a sock folder on that.
Farewell, my son.
I don't know if this is the this unpatched version. Watch the background here after they leave the castle. Only in the unpatched version.
They nailed it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's that memory corruption you were talking about.
All right, romscout, thanks for that amazing run. Technical glitches notwithstanding, that was amazing to watch. Thank you so much for giving that to us. I'm going to read a couple of donations that came in. $100 from Anonymous. For RomScout, because reasons. Money to runner's choice. Another $50 Anonymous. I somehow missed this as a donation choice, but I would definitely have donated for a blindfolded run of what is by far my favorite Castlevania game. Also, kill the animals. It's what Alucard would do. In a couple minutes here, we're going to have an interview with RomScout and Fiesel. But I want to get a few more donation comments read. That we did get a bunch of donations in, but for obvious reasons, we didn't get a chance to read them during the run. $50 from Luke124. RomScout and Symphony of the Night. Marriage made in heaven. I am watching SGDQ whenever I can, even at work. Go fast. G. Chris donates $50. Cannot believe what I'm seeing and what RomScout isn't. Donation well and truly earned. Ash Solano donated $50. Just had to donate during RomScout's blindfolded run of Castlevania. So beastly. We live? We're good? Okay. All right, everybody, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. We're about to throw over to Fiesel, who's here to talk with RomScout. I guess in just a second here, I'll read out a couple more donations while we're waiting. Jerry Kahn donated $50 because RomScout is a champ. This has been a very impressive run. $55.54 from Eric Shields, partly for RomScout's amazing clutch finish earlier on Dawn of Sorrows, partly for Alice's awesome contribution. This goes for the Aladdin duet and to name Terra Alice. $100 from DJ Regular. First time watching GDQ, and I'm glad to donate for a great cause like Doctors Without Borders. Good luck to all the runners. $50 from Beanopolis. Happy birthday, Scott. Without any context, he wanted to save the animals. $55.40 from Lucas G. First time I've been able to catch a GDQ live, and I tuned in right in time to hear Alice's donation. A few hours later, I'm hearing people donating to name Terra in her honor, and I had to contribute. All right, I think we're about ready to go over to that interview with RomScout. Here's Fiesel.
No, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait. Hey, I'm Fiesel, and I'm here with RomScout for a blindfolded interview.
Hey, Fiesel. How you doing? Oh, okay. Well, this might just be hindering me at this point, I guess.
You done with blindfolded for the day?
Probably.
Okay.
I think I've had enough with this thing.
Oh, geez. Well, so that was a really interesting run there. What made you want to do this? Why would you do blindfolded Soten?
I mean, It's every time I see these runs, like Zalard and Sinister did Punch Out, Runner Guy doing Ocarina of Time. Every time I see these at GDQs, they're some of the most inspiring runs I come across because it's just like a really big note of like passion for your game, right? Like this game better than the back of your hand, better than anything, right? So I think it's like a really good like love letter to the game to do a run like this.
Right, because you know it inside out. You could see it with your eyes closed even, right? So when did you start routing this? Like how long did it take you to put all this together?
The process of playing the game and learning it that well probably took a good like 6-7 years, but from the time I decided to actually do blindfolded to actually completing a run was only 3 days.
Wow.
I did it right after this SGDQ, before this.
So the route that you're using, is it pretty much similar to the speedrun route that you would do with your site?
Yeah, the only difference is that I take a few safety measures, of course. I get the bat before the fairy card.
Okay.
But other than that, like the route's pretty much identical, and then doing luck mode to get an easier death skip.
All right. It seems like the game is pretty well set up for a blindfolded run because it seems like it has a lot of audio cues. Your backdash makes noise, and when you thump into things, it makes noise.
Yeah. The landing animation or the landing having a sound is like one of the most helpful things in that game. It's very faint most of the time, but you can tell a difference between like a jump you intended because it's faint versus one you missed because it's a long fall, right?
Sure.
So it just works out really well. It's just a happy coincidence.
So was there anything that you wish had an audio cue that didn't?
I guess like maybe when you transform from anything into human, because then I'd know if I miss a wing smash or I'd know like if I'm ready to dive kick, I guess, in a couple instances where I missed that. So that's the only thing. But other than that, like it's pretty much perfectly set up for blindfolded.
What about RNG? How do you deal with RNG in a run like this?
Well, the main way I deal with it is by getting the Alucard shield and then just killing bosses in half a second, so I don't need to worry about it. But other than that,
There's just enemy spawns too. When
yeah,
you had Medusa heads.
The biggest piece of RNG, of course, the items, and the way I deal with that is sorting them, using the sort function to like throw them away in the menu essentially, so I can't ever come across them again. And other than that, enemy locations, it's just the only ones that matter are in the second castle, because in the first castle I can kind of take hits.
Sure.
So just executing perfectly is just a must in the second castle.
And what do you do if you just get so far off track that you can't even figure out where you are?
Well, I guess if it was so far off track that my controller broke, then I need to ask help from people. But usually the things I have to do are like, I have a vague idea usually of where I am. So I might, once I have the bat, try a wing smash into a certain direction. And depending on how long it takes to hear a bonk, I know how far away a wall was. And then I can guess which wall that was. You can use ceilings to relocate yourself. There's a lot of tools in the architecture to use.
Okay, yeah, I noticed in a couple of places you would push yourself up against the wall just to
like
reset
I got lost in the
positions.
Azagal room in the second castle, like the invisible enemies.
All right.
I heard them, and I was like, I shouldn't be hearing these guys. I couldn't have possibly wing smashed over there, so I will just head this way until I stop hearing them. And that was basically how I dealt with that.
Okay. I heard that during practice you actually glitched the sound out of your game completely.
Yeah, so I actually tried practicing on the PlayStation version, and then midway through attempts of that, I managed to just have garbly sound for no reason. I don't understand why. So decided to stick with the Xbox version after that, and I guess that had some downsides.
Right, well, I guess so too. So that button not working to change menus, that's not something you've ever seen before?
I've never seen that, because it apparently worked with the map too. So as far as I'm aware, there must be some kind of weird glitch that happened that causes the menu function not to work properly.
Sure.
For switching, but I don't know what that is. I'll have to watch the VOD.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll figure that out, because that was pretty curious.
It was intriguing, if nothing else.
So one of the things I thought was much different about this than other blindfolded runs we've seen in the past is you were very talkative, and you interacted and you could hear your commentators. Normally when we do blindfolded, it's just, everyone shut up. No one says anything. The runner doesn't talk. Is that difficult to do? Because you have to be listening and thinking and interacting.
It was pretty difficult, but I felt like it was in better spirit to do a run like that and have it still be fun for everyone, both on the couch and in the audience. I wouldn't want a run where it's just serious the entire time. Like, I
Right.
can't possibly bring myself to do that.
I guess that's what you're used to when you're streaming. Did you stream this in practice?
Yeah, I streamed a few attempts, only a couple of days of it though, because I didn't want to spoil too many people outside my usual following.
Okay, that makes sense. And, well, last question for you. When is blindfolded all bosses going to happen?
I was actually, this is a funny question, because I was actually considering routing blindfolded glitchless, because a blind person actually contacted me after the initial video went up and was asking for notes to get through the game and to be able to experience the game. So I figured this route may not be the best way to experience the game audio-wise. So I am considering routing out the entire game without glitches, just so someone like that can be able to enjoy it.
Wow, that would be pretty amazing. I'd love to
Yeah.
see. I'd love to see you
I
do that.
think I'll be working on it right when I get home. So.
Wow, cool. Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Cool, and congrats on your run earlier. That was a real clutch finish.
Oh, Dawn of Sorrow?
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was something. Thank you.
All right, well, up next we got Freedom Planet. So I think they're just about ready over there. So we'll throw it over to them. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Feasel. Before we get started with Freedom Planet, we're going to run a quick ad.